Hello guys, and today I want to talk about working on research or development project. If you don't know, my university course was mainly about programming, developing systems, and so on and so forth. And for final project, most of the students create a web application or desktop application, mobile app, or maybe they created some model for a larger system. But anyway, so basically we had to write web programming product, to code, and to write a text describing our research and development progress. So it's analyzing, describing like algorithm and different ideas, how we actually write the code, etc. So I want to share a bit of my experience. I hope it will be helpful for someone. Basically, what I started with is I researched what actually we need to put in this text for our project. So our professors gave us a list of points we need to describe in this text. So it was, I can say it was much easier because of some of the points I have no idea what I can write in there. Also, you can search for other people projects and diplomas on the internet, but you must understand that different university has different requirements for these projects, and if you find something maybe not will be good for your university. The first chunk of work was researching the topic and researching different other programming projects. So what I did, first I have a folder, a large one. That's basically how our structure looks like. So all the different points. In front I also had a small piece of paper of topics I need to research. I understand that it was not be a first page on the Google, and I need to spend a time on researching the problem. So I had a special list for it. If I found something which I didn't understand or didn't know how to implement in my project, I write it down and search later. First, about researching. What I basically did, I found any resource. I take any resource I can find on the topic. So blogs, different stuff, other people project also. My topic was language learning application. So, for example, I found a blog post about different apps and how the pros and cons and everything, and I printed it and marked what I can implement in my own text, what is important as I think. Because at first I didn't have an accurate idea of what I wanna write in this research, what are the different types of systems, is what how I can explain why I decided to do this thing in my project and not the other. So this was someone else's system, and there, of course, you can do everything in a digital version on your computer, but for me it's easier to work with paper. So yeah, that's the reason why I printed all of that, and I did some handwriting notes, I searched the different applications and I write down what the main features are. The next stage was actually development, and it's not writing the code, but if you in the say creation stage and you need to build a system or develop something, before starting you need to create an idea in your head of what you need to do. You need to understand all steps of your work, what modules you need to create to make all the system work together. Another stuff, also when you write down all the different chunks of work you need to do, it will be easier to actually work on the project, because you don't have a big goal, create a project. You will know that you can create this, you can create this and this, and it's basically easier to make a to-do list, for example. The next stage for me was actually coding and development, and for this I also write down some notes. For example, for my app, I needed to understand not only how my code will work, but how it will look like, what elements of interface I need to put on the page. So I basically did such thing, and I write down all the sketches of different pages and main components. Also, I did was very helpful for me. I did such page, so I not only write down the key elements of the page, but I marked some buttons, for example, so I know if I will press, for example, that button, that it will lead me to that page, and if I will press on the other button, it will lead me to a different page. Also, I use color coding to mark how important this action elements are. So, like for example, these buttons pin buttons are important, and I need to know maybe it's more important to user, for example, maybe with the color or with the size, but the different actions are not so important, and so user don't need to put a lot of attention on such elements, but it need to be on page. Here I have more bigger scheme of the page, so I can describe more small elements. For example, it was not only about interface, of course. So for example, here was about database, how I structure all the data I store in my application. And it was first sketch. Sorry about the lighting, by the way. Also some chunks of data, and so basically that stuff. Such notes give me an idea of what I can put in my text, and all the scheme also. I can just draw them on my computer and put it in the text, or print it or put in a presentation. I don't need to try to remember how everything works, because I have my notes from creating actually. So also for such research or development paper, you need to write down beginning and conclusion, and I recommend personally write it down last. I didn't do that. I actually started from the beginning, and it happens that later I understood that I have no time to implement something, or I don't know, I decided to change something, or didn't put it actually in the text, and I had to change my conclusion again and again and again and again. So yeah, I think it's better to write everything in the end. So yeah, I hope it was helpful for someone. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.